Good morning, friends, colleagues, graduates, and welcome to the University of Manchester and to this very, very special occasion. We very much hope that you will enjoy this ceremony and the remainder of your time in this remarkable city, heart, as I'm sure you know of the government's Northern Powerhouse agenda, and birthplace, of course, even more importantly, of the Industrial Revolution. Here, new ideas in natural science, technology, social science, and culture have been and continue to be conceived. And that story, which is a story very much about the creation of the modern world, is one with which we at this university remain very much engaged. It's a very great pleasure that I welcome back to the university today Dr. Jane Cocking, OBE, Humanitarian Director of Oxfam, who we will honour with an Outstanding Alumni Award during the course of this ceremony. And can I also welcome those guests here who are here today because you are friends, family, and supporters of those who are about to graduate. Some of you I know will have travelled a very long way indeed from other parts of the United Kingdom and Europe and even further afield to be here with your family. Thank you for all you've done along the way to get our graduates here. I know you'll be very proud of their achievements, but almost certainly they would not be here now without your financial and emotional support. Now, we're going to spend quite a lot of time today applauding you, our graduates, quite rightly, but perhaps you'd like to show your appreciation of the family and friends who've been by your side throughout this journey and are here with you today. Welcome to my colleagues who've been your teachers. There's a Chinese proverb that says, teachers open the door, you enter by yourself. That contains a little bit of truth, but it does make teaching sound just a little bit too easy and passive, which it is not. It is very difficult indeed to be a good teacher. None of us make intellectual journeys alone. All of us owe debts to those from whom we learn, and I hope you will always remember those teachers here in Manchester who opened the doors to new ideas and new ways of looking at the world. So on behalf of the university and you, our graduates, I'd like to thank those lecturers and tutors who gave of their best so that you may take a step closer to attaining your ambition, whatever that might be. And finally, welcome to you, our graduates. A physics teacher once asked her class to reflect on the wonder of Isaac Newton sitting under a tree, minding his own business, when an apple fell on his head, inspiring him to discover gravity. At which point, a bright student remarked, all very well, but if he'd been sitting in class looking at books as we do, he wouldn't have discovered anything. Well, hopefully your learning has combined looking at books and also a great deal of discovery about yourselves and about the world in which you live. As students mostly of history and languages, you may have learned that the Dark Ages were not that dark, and the Enlightenment was not really that light. That studying German may not make you any better at football, studying Italian may not help you to cook, and studying French may not make you a better lover. More importantly, you've learned to take ideas and reputations apart, to investigate the facts of the matter, to look at the problem from a different perspective, and to deconstruct the news. In short, you have learned how to think. The Victorian philosopher Herbert Spencer, who I assume you know something about, wrote that the great aim of education is not knowledge, but action. And that's a philosophy very close to the heart of this university with its unique social responsibility agenda. That action is the story of the remainder of your lives. Whether its focus be on acquiring wealth, nurturing a family, influencing opinion, creating something beautiful, righting a wrong, or exercising power. Whatever you do, we would like to think that you will stay in touch with the circle of fellow alumni that is your band of brothers and sisters, with your teachers, and with this university that helped to shape and to form you. In time, of course, we may ask for your expert advice or for your help in opening a door, or that you support an underprivileged student. And I very much hope that today, therefore, does not mark the end of your relationship with the University of Manchester. Now I'd like to invite Professor Bertrand Taith, Executive Director of the Humanitarian and Conflict Response Institute, to present the Outstanding Alumni Award.
Vice President and Dean, ladies and gentlemen, graduates, it gives me great pleasure to introduce the recipient of the University of Manchester Outstanding Alumni Award for 2015, Dr. Jane Cocking, OBE. Jane is Humanitarian Director of Oxfam, one of the leading humanitarian organizations in the world. For the past 25 years, first with Save the Children, and since 1997 with Oxfam, Jane has provided help, support, and guidance to communities in crisis. From Somalia, Ethiopia, Sierra Leone, and Sudan to the Middle East, Nepal, and Eastern Europe, Jane has been at the forefront of international assistance for many of the most high-profile and tragic humanitarian crises around the globe. She spends at least a quarter of the year traveling, visiting communities where Oxfam is involved, leading from the front to help ensure that the resources and expertise of Oxfam and the millions of donors who support it are directed to those people and projects that need it most. This commitment, this belief in the possibility of making a difference, is perhaps the most enduring legacy of Jane's time in Manchester. She was here at the University of Manchester in 1978 when she first encountered that sense of opportunity, of innovation, of action, for which we are renowned. It was also one of the reasons why, having graduated with an honors degree in history in 1981, she left her first job in the rail freight industry, something she tells me is not totally irrelevant to her life today, after deciding it wasn't for her. Instead, she returned to the university and spent 3 years in Greece, studying Cretan folk textile for her PhD. It was in Greece that a nascent interest in the way communities lived, worked, and interacted came to the fore. She returned to the UK, and after further academic research at Cambridge in 1987, she joined the Africa desk of the Overseas Development Administration, ODA, which is now part of the Department for International Development. After overhearing a colleague looking for a volunteer from the department to go to Somalia, Jane immediately stepped up. A few days later, she was in Mogadishu, which was then in the midst of a civil war. Seeing at first hand the tragedy that was tearing Somalia apart, working hand in hand with humanitarian organizations on the ground, Jane realized she had found her vocation, providing help, support, guidance to those who need it most. Back in the UK, she left the ODA and joined Save the Children, and immediately returned to Somalia, where she remained for the next 2 years. Over the next few years, she could be found hard at work in most of the world's major humanitarian crises, in Ethiopia, in Kosovo, in Congo, in Myanmar, in West Africa. To many of you, or to many of us, these are images on the news. For Jane, they are people, places, communities where she could and did make a difference. In 1997, she joined Oxfam Great Britain, where between 2003 and 2005, she was regional program manager for South Africa, working particularly in Zambia, Zimbabwe, and Malawi. She is now humanitarian director, with particular responsibility for ensuring the quality of Oxfam's humanitarian work, which amounts to around £116 million. It is Jane who decides where the funds are best directed, helping people who are unable to help themselves, empowering people so that they can be independent, and talking to governments and organizations to make changes. By now, one of Oxfam's most senior managers, she still relishes the opportunity to work on the front line of humanitarian crisis all over the world, and long may it continue. Jane was awarded an OBE on the Queen's Birthday Honour in 2011 for her services to the voluntary sector. She has been back many times to the University of Manchester to give talks at the Humanitarian and Conflict Response Institute about our role and the vital work that the humanitarian sector is involved in all over the world. Now, more than ever, the world needs people like Jane Cocking. We're very proud to call her an alumna of the University of Manchester. Vice President and Dean, I present to you for the Award of Outstanding Alumna, Dr. Jane Cocking, OBE.
President and Dean, ladies and gentlemen, graduands, I'm delighted to be here and honoured to receive this award. It is always a pleasure to return to Manchester. I believe amongst the things I learnt here, the most important were friendship, opportunity, and values. All three of these have been the foundations of my work ever since. I will reflect a little on each. Friendship is perhaps the easiest. From a personal point of view, two of my closest friends are still the ones I met during my first week in Manchester. We remain a strong trio, no matter how different our lives or how long the pauses between conversations. We're known to the husbands as the three witches. On a different level, the sector I work in is arguably one of the true manifestations of friendship. One of the great moral achievements of the past 50 years has been the emergence of a sense of global humanitarian responsibility, which sees millions of people every day give money and time to helping others who they will never meet, but who have been affected by conflict and disaster. The most basic definition of the word humanitarian is that your problem is my problem because we are both human. That too, to my mind, is a very close definition of a good friend. Manchester has always been a place and a university that believes in giving and seizing opportunities. The same spirit of opportunity, coupled with a healthy sense of foolhardiness, led me to offer myself for a short-term stint in Somalia when I was desperately trying to find my niche in the humanitarian world. The recruiting manager pointed out quite strongly that I had none of the experience or requirements for the role. Undeterred, I replied, I know I don't, but I can go to Mogadishu on Saturday. I was off. I see a similar spirit in the communities where I have been privileged to work. The old farmer I met in northern Pakistan after his village had been wiped out by flash floods, who said, we don't know how we'll get through the winter, but if you just help us rebuild this mountain path, I know we will. Or the children in South Sudan who walk miles through the bush to go to school under a tree, determined that whatever education they can find will improve their lives in the future. Neither friendship nor opportunity are enough if they are not inextricably bound with a strong sense of values. The humanitarian sector for many years has worked to a set of principles which enable those in dire need to accept the help they are entitled to. It's not charity, it's an entitlement. These principles are impartiality, neutrality, and independence. To me, though, they can be expressed much more clearly by simply saying that it's about doing the right thing. So, should Oxfam accept funds from a government that has itself caused a humanitarian crisis by bombing the community now in need of aid? Should we continue working in refugee camps, which are homes to fighters as well as thousands of women and children? The answer is no to the former and yes to the latter, but so long as we work in the right way. So for me, friendship, opportunity, and values are intertwined in a strong thread throughout the career that I am immensely fortunate to be following. I learnt them here. So thank you again for what you gave me as a university and the honour of this award.
Vice President and Dean, colleagues, graduands, and your families and friends, as head of the School of Arts, Languages and Cultures, I'm delighted to congratulate those of you graduating today on your stunning successes in obtaining your degrees. Colleagues in the school are extremely proud of what you have achieved. They have worked closely with you for 3 years or more. Some of you graduating today have studied with us for your BA, MA, and PhD programs, meaning that you've shown loyalty to us for over 7 years, and you've become very much part of our academic community. Many of you who are being awarded a PhD today have also been graduate teaching assistants, working alongside us in teaching our undergraduates. so that you are our valued colleagues as well as our inspiring students. And we hope that you've all found your time here intellectually and academically stimulating, because whatever else studying for a degree gives you, the experience should have been one where you found yourself both challenged and excited. And I'm extremely grateful to my colleagues for having given you that experience. For many of you, I have no doubt it will have transformed your lives, though you may not know it yet. So I'd ask you all to join me in thanking the teaching staff for their efforts and dedication during your time with us. This ceremony in the magnificent Whitworth Hall reminds us of the bold Victorian hopes and aspirations for our university, and it also reminds us that the subjects studied by you for your degrees have a long and distinguished record at this institution. Manchester was one of the first universities in the late 19th century to offer degree programs in history. And while most of you graduating today will have spent much of the last year researching and writing your dissertations, what you might not know is that under that great medieval historian T.F. Tout, Manchester in the 1890s pioneered the concept of an undergraduate dissertation, which is now seen as a staple of all humanities and social science programs. It's no exaggeration to say that the understanding of independent research as being one of the hallmarks of a university education in the humanities owes a great deal to Manchester's history department. Our Humanitarian and Conflict Response Institute was originally established by Professor Tate, a professor from history, in 2009, and now is an independent entity in its own right. The Institute brings together a unique grouping of disciplines dealing with humanitarian issues, and the students graduating today in global health show our links with the medical school. And from 2016, the Institute will be offering a full undergraduate program in humanitarian and disaster studies. And I'm very pleased to say that today, both the History Department and the Humanitarian Institute continue to flourish, building on that impressive heritage. And this year, we welcomed new lecturers in history and in humanitarianism, and history continues to be one of the most popular areas for undergraduate applications. In last year's national research exercise, where institutions were judged on the quality of their research, the research environment, and the impact their research has on the wider world, history at Manchester was ranked 10th out of all history departments in the UK and was ranked 4th for the quality of its publications. And much of its impact through the work of the Humanitarian Institute was judged world-leading. History students graduating today have produced some outstanding academic work this year, and we have a list of worthy prize winners amongst you. First, the Thomas Brown Prizes for overall performance. The Thomas Brown Prize for performance in history goes to Thomas Hilton. The prize for politics and modern history to Farah Shedid. The prize for modern history and economics, Ashaki Newton. And the prize for history and sociology, Josephine West. The Thomas Frederick and Mary Tout Prizes. The prize for history honours, Barony Spencer. The prize for politics and modern history, Samuel McHale. The prize for modern history and economics and a Dean's Award for academic achievement, Wei Tong Chow. The prize for history and sociology, Matthew Fox. The prize for history and a language, Ruth Ehrlich. The Hilda Lofthouse Book Prize for the outstanding performance in a history dissertation and a Dean's Award for academic achievement, William Godfrey. Just two more to go. The Roskell Book Prize and a Dean's Award for outstanding achievement, Madeline Hubbard. And the Craig Dumbrick Prize for outstanding work in history and Russian, Pierre Ozain. After this ceremony, I invite you to join colleagues for a reception in the graduation marquee. I hope you thoroughly enjoy today. Please keep in touch with us and visit us when you're back in Manchester. We wish you the very best of luck for the future and look forward to hearing how you're doing. Thank you.
Vice President and Dean, on behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Nathan Joseph Booth. Victoria Glass. Ravi Hensman. Jennifer Susan Hyde. Rosie Rickett. Claudia Suarez. Claire Rachel Tebbett. Martin Valraven. Hiya. Sarah Louise Wood. Eric Grigg. And for the degree of Master of Philosophy in Modern British History, Emma Cairns. Harry Edward Cook. And for the degree of Master of History in History with Honours, Caroline Elizabeth Bishop. Nicole Buckfield. Wing Yi Lee. Hannah Matthews. Jessica Elizabeth Scott. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in History with Honours, Alexander Atkins. Kate Ayling. Michael Banner. Anawara Begum. George Alexander Berry. Jennifer Brianne Birdsall. Esther Block. Emily Jane Campbell. Martin Campbell. Luke Catania. Joseph Claydon. William Clegg. Kavandra Margaret Costello. Andrew Day. Harriet Dinger. Holly Donald. Chloe Doothwaite. Arnie Dumes. Thomas Dunn. Matilda Embling. Emma Grace Fairhurst. Sunira Escopri. Rebecca Farndell. Melanie Fernandez. Amelia Rose Fletcher-Jones. Don Nico Forbes. Matthew Folds. William Godfrey. Charlotte Gore. Zoe Griffin. Eloise Anna Phoebe Harding. Lee Hartney. Stephanie Rhea Hazelder. Thomas Hilton. Lewis Michael Hinchcliffe. Philip Robert Hinchcliffe. Richard Holt. Madeline Hubbard. Alexander Paul Hurlow. Beth Ankarad Jones. Mafuza Khan. Sarah Elizabeth King. Catherine Lee. Amy Liptrot. Alicia Maddock. Emily Sarah Meister. Lawrence Richard Manning. Alicia Moore. Liam Mayett. Shauna McKernan. Ryan Benjamin McNulty. Adam Meal Sarak. Georgia Morgan. Caitlin Moriarty Osborne. Jennifer Narbutus. Hugh Parsons. Ryan Perrin. Eleanor Harriet Grace Pick. Emma Pope. Felix Joaquin Powell. Natalie Proctor. Kariaki Protopapa. Isabel Ridsdale. Laura Eleanor Robinson. Freya Barbara Ryder. Alfie Sanders Early. Helen K. Scambler. Robert Patrick Scott Shrimpton. Aaron Luke Smith. Bryony Jane Spencer. Bethany Rose Stark. Zoe Strzelecki. Gabriel Swales. Stephen Thorley. James Thursfield. Jessica Ann Wilkes. Christopher Williams. Chris Williams. Chris Williams. Grace Williams, thank you. Grace Williams. Sorry, Grace. So I had Chris, hence the confusion. Tracy Yarker. Jack Christopher Williams. And in History and French with honours, Olivia Brown. Camille Sitanova. Ruth Ehrlich. Samuel G. Theo Lyons. Nicole Holly Rajan. Julia Smith. Alice Tofts. Kitty Treverton Jones. And in History and German with honours, Sophie Bullock. Kate Elizabeth Grace Castell. Maeve Dempsey. And in History and Italian with honours, Iona Mackenzie Allen. And in History and Portuguese with honours, Cameron Fay. And in History and Russian with honours, Pierre Andrew Ozan. And in History and Sociology with honours, Mamona Akhtar. Zeki Al-Chizali. Hannah Rosalia Perez. Maddie Bravery. Olivia Mary Campbell. Hannah Ferry. Matthew Fox. Alice Mary Goodfellow. Asuka Iwai. Tobias Loftin. Alexander Maxia. Roisin McNamara. Daniel Skeels. Hebe Thorne. And in Modern History with Economics with honours, Jordan Kevin Bateson. Sophia Bobat. Katrina Bogle. Andrew Liam Byrne. Sebastian Chan Fong. Jonathan Chandra Kumar. Elliot Clay. Timothy Corliss. Kia Ford. William Hamilton. James Hickman. Chantel Kelly. Sabrina Kent. Maxim Kuznetsov. Kanjika Lakshanakaran. Daisy Longdon. Ashaki Newton. Karen Jane Poynton. Hamish Russell. Hugh Sheldon. Philip Stinson. Christopher Taggart. Guhan Tang. Jacob Owen Taylor. Robin Wagner. Junwei Xu. Waikong Zhao. And in politics and modern history with honours, Harriet Grace Albrook. Sarah Amonu Nazir. Jack Barnett. Patrick Bean. Elidia Bundo. Georgina Elizabeth Calais. Helen Chapman. Farah Sheded. William Clark. Ellie Cleaver Leon. George Fairbrother. Francesca Ferrer Best. Adrienne Amanda Galloway. Eleanor Giorgio. Sam Gleedon. Aidan Gregory. David Howarth. Rowan Carlos Hill. Joseph Hughes. Christopher Hughes da Silva. William John Youngman Izzet. Joseph Jackson. Kimberly Jones. Olivia Leachman. Catherine MacLeod Adams. Nairi McTavish. Leslie McGee. Samuel David McHale. Ellie McQuee. Morgan Milton. Thomas William Moss. Lewis Murray. Elkie Joanna Myers. George Newton. James Nolan. Daisy Elizabeth Northway. Eleanor Parfit. Anna Phillips. Matthew Pintus. Oscar Fabian Prither. Thomas Punter. Elizabeth Amy Rule. Matthew Steedman. Evangeline Thorpe. George Stephen Gareth Tomlinson. Rory Patrick Joseph Troop. Martin James Walsh. Mark Waters. Lucas Watrin. Daniel Michael Webb. Kiernan John Whelan. Andrew Wilson. James Woodcock. That's me.
Vice President, on behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you for the degree of Doctor in Philosophy, Jessica A. Field. For the degree of Master of Philosophy, Fernanda Ferrero Cusano. And for the degree of Master of Arts, Humanitarianism and Conflict Response, Samira Mahmood. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Global Health with Honors, Roshin Bartlam. James Dunn. Jack Benjamin Fancho. Rachel Mary Farden. Tegan Moore Welsh. Delphine Kuzila. Saesvaran Ratnajoti. Richard William Charles Wilson.
It remains only for me to thank you once again for coming here today. I hope you very much enjoy the rest of the day, and to congratulate you all again, and to declare this ceremony at an end. And please stand.